'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus, just to take him at his word, just to rest upon his promise, just to know thus saith the Lord. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust him, how I've proved him o'er and o'er. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, oh, for grace to trust him more.
Hello, today is Thursday, April the 30th. When I see or hear something I think might be interesting as a YouTube video topic, I will usually collect those thoughts along the way and save them for future use. This following point is one I am pretty sure has not been used yet, but if so, here it is again. I once heard a speaker say it was ridiculous to ask God to make us more like him. The reason being that you don't ask your parents to make you more like them. You become more like your parents, or anyone else for that matter, by being around them. So in essence, if we want to be more like God, we need to spend more time in his presence by prayer and by scripture reading and by doing what he does, loving what he loves, and loving who he loves. My initial reaction to these comments was, I don't know if I agree with that. I have prayed many times for God to make me like you. It is not that we don't want to be more like God. We do want that, to be more like God. But the point this speaker was making is that becoming more like God is not a passive pursuit. To be more like him, we must take action to be more like him. James wrote, faith without works is dead. And point he was making is, don't tell me you have faith if the way you live doesn't back up what you say. That is in James 2:17 and 18 is the scripture for that. John wrote, love without deeds is dead. He's basically saying, don't tell me you have love if the way you live doesn't back up what you say. It's in 1 John 3:17 and 18. And then Jesus said, discipleship without obedience is dead. Don't tell me I'm your Lord if the way you live doesn't back up what you say. Matthew 7:21 for that. Becoming more like God takes work on our part. I'm going to adjust my future prayers from make me more like you to something like fill me with a desire to be more like you. Then a side benefit of wanting to be more like God will be a greater desire to spend more time in his presence, a greater desire to do and become what he wants us to do and become. Hang in there. Coronavirus continues to dominate, but let's never let it control. Some early signs of relief were seen yesterday as Governor Abbott announced partial reopening of some businesses. A question we all have is, when will church reopen? For now, the Alpine elders are taking a cautious approach before meeting again in public worship. We will keep you advised as reopening plans develop further. Take care. Be safe, stay prayerful. See you tomorrow.